Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome on. We're so glad you guys have taken an hour of your morning out and joined us. It is February 10th, or excuse me, yeah, it is. It's February 10th. Wow. My name is Scott Buckholtz. I am your host. We have Yas Hakan, our co-host, and we do these property tours every Saturday morning where we get the honor and the privilege of sharing of a deal or in their story from one of our investors or from maybe a team of our investors. And today we're going to be in the state of Utah. And we're so honored that Ines taken time out again this morning to share a new deal that she's doing. And it's pretty exciting that we get to share these and we get to have you guys get on and learn more about our community. And again, my name is Scott Buckholtz. I am your host, and we have Yas Hakan, our co-host, and we should have Ines on here just in a few seconds. Oh, looks like she has joined us. Let's go ahead and bring her out. Ines, you ready to get started?
Yes, I'm ready. Can you hear me?
I can see you and I can see all that snow.
Yeah, it just starts snowing. So give me 1 second. What's going on
You're
here?
fine.
Can you can you hear me?
We can hear you and we can see you.
Perfect. So this is Puela City, located in Utah.
Say that one.
So yes,
It's called. Do you pronounce it Tool City?
Puela,
Gotcha.
Puela City. Yeah, Puela. It's in Utah. So it's this property is about 45 minutes away from home. So we just got this property 2 weeks ago. So this well, how do you want me to start? I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. So, and that's again, thank you for taking time out, driving 45 minutes to get to your property to share it today. We've got a lot of people on that may have never been on a property tour before, and maybe they've never met you, heard your story and really know anything about you. So we love to go
Mhm.
ahead and get kicked off by letting everybody learn a little bit about your story, kind of like what you were doing before, how you found real estate investing, and then how you found our community and what was it about the community that really intrigued you and you said, hey, I want to be a part of this. So go ahead, and if you can kind of start us off with that, that would be, excuse me, that would be great.
Okay, yeah, my name is Ines. I'm originally from Mexico. I live in Utah for I don't know how many years, but I love Utah. And so I used to work in preschool. I used to be a teacher in preschool, and I met this community about 7 years ago, and I was impressed. What can I do with knowledge? When I found the community, I was a preschool teacher making 20K a year. So if you guys know, or if you guys have just being a preschool teacher, you don't make a lot of money. So I like it. That's what I wanted to do when I was a little kid, and I was I was teaching. So then I found this community. By that time, when I found the community, I own a small property like this one, exactly this size one, and I still own that property, but it's in West Valley City, 45 minutes away from this property. I own a property exactly this size. This property is 1,100, let's say 1,200 square foot, 2 rooms. This is the property that I owned back in when I met the community. So 7 years ago, from that day to day, I own six single family and a one multifamily property, and my life changed completely different. So it's just like I don't work anymore from anybody, neither my husband. So we have right now we own three companies because I have a property in California. So I talked to Mark Collier, which is the CPA and lawyer, tax lawyer, and he advised me to open another company in California for this particular property that I have in California. So I have this property in California, and I have a rent to own right now. So and it's been a really interesting journal. So I love real estate. And so I never thought that I have this type of life and can buy property, flip it, and own properties. My dream, my dream, long, 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 far, far away dream, it was to own another property. I never thought that I can help other people to own a property because I have brothers and sisters for any type of reason they cannot qualify for the house. Now they own their property. So I'm the bank for them now. So it's amazing. Plus you provide job for other people. This is you cannot imagine how much you can help other people. If you like to help people provide jobs, this is the right path to be in. So yeah, that's my story. I'm a mother with four kids. I have two little ones, one 8 years old, one 2 years old. They are in the van right now. So yeah, what else? As I say, I'm original from Mexico. My husband is from El Salvador. So if I can do this type of business, I bet you guys can too, just with knowledge. And we're gonna show you today how can you do this type of
Mhm.
transaction.
So you've referred a couple times to knowledge, and obviously we all understand that knowledge is very powerful, and how we apply that knowledge is very important. It sounds like to me that you've really, we've had you out over the last few years on several different properties, and you've done a lot of flips. You've got a lot of rental properties. You've got short-term rentals. Um, you've done quite a few different strategies in real estate, and you know, I can relate to you because when I first found this community, I didn't have any rental properties. I didn't have any of that type of passive income that was available to me. I was, working a W-2 job, and, just, I was able to get free from that, and connect with the community as well. You mentioned that earlier too. How did you come across finding our community? What was it? What was it? Did you go to a meeting? Did you go to a property tour? What was it?
It was a meeting. I have a friend who invited me to a meeting like this one, and she was telling me that I could because I my husband used to work for this company, and they give him 1099, and we pay a lot of taxes every single year. And she told me, "Do you know you can save on taxes if you come with me to listen this meeting?" And like, hey, maybe you can pay your house like faster than you think. And like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And so every single time when she asked me to to join a meeting or to go with her to a meeting, to a real estate meeting, I was like, yeah, sure. One day, like, yeah, she's gonna go with her so she can stop bugging me. And so it was a life change. Oh my gosh, I appreciate her so much. I am so grateful to her that she insists to take me to the meeting because because of her, now my life changed. My my kids' life changed. I don't work. I'm with them all the time. I can be at the school anytime. I can my little one, he doesn't know a babysitter because he all the time with me. So I only find somebody to watch him when I have meeting, like when I have my meetings, when I have to do things like close a deal, I have to meet a lender that I have to focus and get my attention full. So but otherwise, they're all with me all the time. Like right now, they're in the van right now, and so I told them after this we're gonna go eat breakfast, and they're so happy. So,
So
so
I see
yes,
I see the outside of the property. Obviously, you probably want to get inside a little bit out of the weather here, but so it looks like that's a side porch on that house there.
yes,
What's your plan on that? What are you going to do with that one?
we're gonna keep it. We're just gonna make it better, improve it, fix a few things. And so this is the outside. The property goes all the way to where you can see the fence right there. It was an RV before there, so and there's a little shed right there. It's from the property too. So this is a huge land this property
Oh
has,
my
and
gosh, it sure is.
a small house sitting in a big lot property. So and the property goes all the way. This is the street. So yeah, it's sitting on a I don't remember what. what acres. So don't ask me about how big is the
Looks,
land, because
yeah, it looks
I
like
don't
a
know.
large corner, looks like a very large corner lot.
Yes, it is. So now with this one, you can see there's a and they cover this one. This is was I'm gonna show you when I go inside. As I mentioned before, this is was one. This is a 1,000 to 1,200 square foot property, and the family who used to live here, they were big, and they turned. This is was a garage once upon a time, and they turned into the garage to a living room. So now I cut the garage, I cut the living room, take out the window. You can see, I sent you picture. There was a window before right there because it was a living room. Now I turning back the living room into garage again. So today my guy, I don't know what time my guy is gonna be here to fix that one, to put a garage door in there. So and so let's go. I'm gonna show you inside now. So
And you mentioned earlier on you acquired this a couple weeks ago.
yeah, 2 weeks ago. I closed on it 2 weeks ago. And so yeah, it's a wholesaler deal. If you wonder how do I get this deal, I get MLS deal, wholesaler. Yes, mostly MLS and wholesalers. So this is the house. Before it was this is that you can see this wall. This is new. I just put it back. This wall it was gone because they make the living room that side to the west side of the property. So now, and there was a wall right there. You can see that beam right there. It was a wall right there, and the entrance right here to the kitchen, and the laundry was right here. The laundry was right here, and it was a very tiny kitchen right here. In this corner was a little tiny kitchen, and one entrance right there, laundry right here, and so living room and kitchen. So, and it has two rooms. It's a small property. So I don't gonna do much in the room. So we're like a 60% on this property. So they already changed the windows. The windows are new. They changed the windows because they are really old windows. As you can see now, they're new.
Mm-hmm.
New windows in every room. That's the first
You,
room.
Ines,
Yes. Yes.
you got a lot accomplished in 2 weeks.
Yes, because I trying to flip a property in 1 month. I mean, just it. My goal is to do it 1 month. I know it's gonna take a little over the month, but the goal is 1 month. So they start with the
It's
flooring
amazing.
yesterday. The bathroom is done. It's full. The floor is done. That's what they covered because we already have the tile right there on the floor. This is completely finished. As you can see, the tap is new, the shower, everything, the window. So it's done. So just need a vanity, toilet, and new doors, of course. Um, so this is yeah, this is what's weird. When you saw the picture, when you entered to this one, the door was about right here in the toilet. When you open the door, you hear somebody knee. If they sitting on the toilet, you hear somebody's knee when you open the door. So now the door is gonna be this size and the toilet this size, and we make it bigger because it was a little closet right here. So we take it out of the wall and make the bathroom a little bigger. And so now the kitchen is gonna be right here, and it's gonna have an island right here. Now the new laundry is gonna be right here. New laundry is gonna be right there.
Very nice.
So, and this is the garage now. So you're gonna park your car, you're gonna come in here. So you can see it was a chimney because it was, they turned it into the living room. And this is the window that I removed in that wall. So this is the chimney. So now it's gonna be into garage. So you come into the park your car, you come to the laundry, and we're gonna add a toilet here because when you have visitors, sometimes you need to use the bathroom. Just thinking about like when I do a flip, I always thinking about myself and my family. Like we need another toilet, so this is gonna be another toilet right here, and it's gonna be one door right here.
Is that
So one door,
is that floor in that laundry room? Is that concrete?
it's concrete. Yeah, it's concrete. They
Okay.
they take
So
everything
did
and they
you,
this is new.
I was going to say that looks like it's new poured concrete there.
And just that part because they break the concrete. It was existing before. It was they had shells right here, really weird, and a door right. They have a door right here, right here. They have a door right here going outside, and they have a door right here going outside too. And that door, sure, which is like and that door too. And it was just like it was really weird design. So I was just like, okay, now I close that door because you don't need that one. It's gonna be laundry, but the toilet's gonna be here, and they break the concrete for sewer. There's the sewer, so that only that part when they patch back again, so they break it and put the sewer for the sink, laundry, sink, and toilet. So
Amazing.
yeah, so we shooting to finish this property in 2 more weeks. It's gonna be ready. So they start
That's
with the floor, as you
amazing.
can see.
Yes.
So, so it's a small property. It's a nice, cute, little property. So yeah,
So how about your flooring? Are you going to go with the LVP throughout the whole floor?
which is gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. From I always do living room, kitchen, and hallways. I do flooring, and the rooms. I always do carpets in the rooms, and so yeah.
And then the bathroom has tile in it?
And the bathroom has tile, exactly.
Yeah, I love the tile work that you did in the shower. Is that black grout that you used or
Yes,
charcoal?
yes, it's black.
Yeah, that's going to really pop when you get finished.
Yes, it's really nice. It looks really good. So yeah,
Did you have to put a new window in the shower?
yes, it's a new window in the shower, new windows in
So
the room because
I would imagine for folks on, and then it looks like it's an obscured window and it's probably tempered, I would say, because it's in the shower.
yes, yes.
Very nice.
So yeah, as you can see, it's a small property, and so it's not gonna take that much, and we shouldn't finish in 2 weeks on it with details and everything. My garage guy is gonna come today to install the garage door again, and then we're gonna finish they're gonna finish today the flooring. That's what they told me. So I said today the floor is gonna be done today, and then they're gonna after do this one they're gonna start with a with the lights, and then paint, and then the kitchen, and then details, and then doors and baseboards, and we're gonna be done. Since it's a small
So
property, and so it's
yes,
fast.
but it looks like just at some of the houses outside, that's kind of an average or median size home there.
Yes, yes. There's small properties right here in the area.
Hmm.
As I mentioned on my way to here, so yeah, that one is a small one. That one too. There's small properties here in the area. I imagine when they start building those properties, they all were like pretty much similar size.
Hmm.
But when it's a little further to the east side, that's the east side of this town. When to the east side, I am under contract with another property. It's 1 minute from here. Um, with that property, I gonna close. I did close on it on Thursday on the 8th. I closed on it, but since it's a hard property, HUD property, if you really understand my pronunciation, HUD property is a government property. So they're so picky. So I closed, but they didn't like that close. Now they say we're gonna close again on a Monday. So it's right there. And so it's
Yeah.
bigger. That house is 2,200 square foot. So it's really nice property and we're gonna make money. That's the best one. We're gonna make money on it. As I say, we're gonna make an 6-digit net profit on that property.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. So we had a couple good questions. And what are you going to do with the old fireplace in the garage where you're putting the garage?
We're gonna patch there. We're gonna leave the wall. We're gonna leave it like that. So because it's gonna they already measure if we need to remove that uh stone in the wall, we're gonna patch. I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
The fire thing is gonna be gone, so I'm gonna put it outside. So whoever pick out the this type of material, they will come on the garbage and take it. We're just gonna patch right there. We're gonna patch right there and make it even. But we're gonna keep the things because it doesn't bother the size of any car right here. So it has the size. So
So,
whatever is the size of the car, it's good. So we don't need to remove that one.
so you don't feel it'll detract from your sale or take anything away from the sale?
No, because I think it doesn't look bad, and I don't think it's gonna affect the sale. And especially when you when you study your market, where do you buy properties and things, this is kind of if you part of the community, so this is kind of like a Walmart property. So it doesn't really like it's not gonna affect. Maybe they can paint it the same color of the whole wall when it's time to paint it. But other than that, so we're just gonna patch that. Things we're gonna put cement right there. They're gonna patch it, make it even, and then and the door is gonna be there. So it's not gonna affect. It's not gonna affect that because
Sure.
what it sells more is bathroom and kitchen. If you maybe we can do another house tour with when this is over. But yeah, we can do a house tour, the other house too. But yeah, it's gonna what it's just like what it can sell is you need to do a really good job in the kitchen and bathrooms
Yeah,
because that's what it sells
I think
more.
your idea of painting all that is a great idea.
Yes, but other than that, it's we're not gonna because it's gonna we thought about it. It's a lot of work to remove it because they build it really, really good. I'm gonna show you how it looks like outside, and it was just like, no, let's leave it like that because it's gonna be a hassle to remove the whole thing. I can't go to the other door because they do something and they like it. They have to fix it. See, this is how it looks outside. They build it really, really good. So the other side of that, it has the whole thing right here. So I didn't want
Mhm.
to deal with it. So I just
I,
tell them to just patch it and leave it like that.
yeah, too bad you couldn't since it's a working functional fireplace. Too bad you could not use it outside. You could do your opening of your fireplace outside and have an outside fireplace. That would be pretty cool too.
That would be that. Oh my gosh, that's a really good idea. I never thought about it. Oh my god, yeah. See, you can have
If
ideas from that.
Yeah,
I didn't.
if you're gonna if long as you seal the opening on the other side correctly, um,
That's right.
you
I
might
can
talk to
see
someone, a
like this.
contractor or something.
Yes, right
Yeah,
here, right? She's moving to this side, and
it's
that's what,
it would
yeah.
take it would take somebody an hour or two at the most to cut that open. And
Yes,
I don't know, just a thought.
that's a good idea. I never thought about it. Oh
I
my,
think
what a
that
good
added a
idea
lot
you
of
had.
I think it add a lot of value to your outdoor living area. But that's just an idea.
Yeah,
You just have to look at like all the safety and liability things and all that. So
exactly. Yeah, and I can even bring it here and just give them the idea to just,
yeah.
yeah, she's, yeah, that's a good, oh, yeah. Thank you, Scott, to come up with a
So
really good idea. So, yeah,
you've had a
I'll
lot of
think about it.
folks you've had a lot of folks comment on how how much work you've got done in 2 weeks. I've always been astonished. We've had other tours with your properties, and it seems like the team that you have secured, that you've got a relationship with, they really get busy and get a lot accomplished, more than most, because I do this as well, and I don't feel like I have seen those type of production results in 2 weeks. I mean,
I agree.
you put LVLs in, a beam in, you've put windows in, it's just completely redid a bathroom. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
have new
that is a
lighting and
beautiful. You can do a lot with that outdoor living space there.
yes, we're gonna just, this is the door that they have to fix because it's stuck right now. But yeah, and this is the, yeah, with that idea of you, yeah, I have to talk to my husband and the working team. So what can we do now? The people, I'm gonna ask somebody to come and see these things. Maybe I can stick it in there. So,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's a really, really good idea. Yeah, never thought about it. Never. Gosh,
So
this,
if we could, I mean, could you talk a little bit about, you mentioned early on that you were a teacher, before you got into real estate. And I know one of the things that you've mentioned before on some of the property tours is one of the things that really got you excited about the community was about how you learned how to pay off debt in such a quick manner and how to reduce debt very quickly. And I know you didn't have time when we kicked this off today to share about that, but I know you had a lot of early success, like right in the beginning of really reducing your debt by using our strategy of velocity banking, and which is an accelerated debt reduction. Do
oh
you
my
want
God,
to?
that's a brain explosion, and that strategy that we have, these community show you how can you do it. So yes, when I went to see this, when I went to with my friend to a meeting, to a real estate meeting, when she invited me, I saw that I could pay any debt, credit card, car loan, hospital bill, student loan, mortgage, anything you mentioned. So I was like, I thought of myself, if this is true, I can pay my house in 5 years. In 5 years, I can pay my house. And then I was like, what can I do? How can I get involved to this community? What can I do? I was like, I was so eager to learn how can apply this strategy because I didn't want to do it just because somebody told me an idea and just do it myself because I learned from other people. It's yeah, they ended up with more debt than when they start. So I want to do it with knowledge, with the right tools, with to know really what you're doing, right? So so that's where I start. So when you knowledge is potential power, right? But action is when things happen, right? When you put action. So action is okay. I want these things. I want to study. I want to apply it. I want to the bank. I want to do these things. Now apply what was your knowledge. So I pay my house. I told you I when I started to Renatas, I own a property like this. I still own it. I still have it. I love it. So I own a property this size. Now I'm moving a 3,000 square foot house. Right now I'm living in a 3,000 square foot house right now. So yeah, I with that house I paid it in 11 months. The whole house, 11
That's
months. I paid my
amazing.
car. I paid a car that I own. I still own it, and it's parking in front of this house on my rental. It's a rental now. In my rental property, I pay a hospital bill from that little child that you guys see right there, I was pregnant with her when I had this thing, and I went to the hospital. So that bill, it was for her. So I went to the hospital, and I was paying monthly payment. I don't know, maybe $60 every month for that hospital bill. So I pay that. I pay my house. I pay my hospital bill. I pay my car, and and then I ended up with 30K. 30K with I invest with another investor that he knows. He already been in the community for I don't know how long. His name is Matt Nelson. So I invest with him this 30K in a property that he had in Kearns, Utah. So yes, that's the velocity banking, the knowledge that velocity banking can show you. If you apply it, you can have results. If you just learn it and you don't do anything, guess what? Nothing's gonna happen.
Excellent. Very good point. So, like this particular property, you found this through a wholesaler, is that correct?
That is correct. Yes,
And
I have this. I bring this wholesaler to the community. He's the wholesaler because the community too. I brought him. He came from New York to Salt Lake City. He used to run the stock market. And so when it was the pandemic thing, you guys remember that, right? And everything went down. So he lost
mhm,
everything, and then he moved back to Utah. And it happened. I met him trying to sell a property, which is I own right now, and it was a really good property. That's a great property that he found, and I invite him to the community. Now he's part of the community. He's my friend too, so he passed me this deal. He's a wholesaler.
awesome, awesome. So, we're definitely going to get into the numbers here. A couple other questions that came in real quick. I just want to bring those up. Was there any particular classes that you were able to engage in and take through our community that helped you learn about fix and flipping?
Oh yes, there's a track of classes called Fix and Flip. And so I study those classes. I study the essential and then go to the track. And so yes, there's a few classes that teach you and a few instructors that will teach you how to analyze the deal. Is it from the MLS, from a wholesaler, and how to put it together, and how to do this thing, how to, yes, even though you don't know any. When I start in this community, I didn't know anything about buying a property. I didn't even know what an agent do. I didn't know there was a listing agent and a buyer agent. I didn't even know that. Like basic. Probably you guys know what is that right now, but I didn't. When I start, I didn't know anything. What is percentage? Who pays who pays what agent? I didn't know nothing. Even though I own a property, I didn't know.
Right, right.
So
Well, I did want to mention too, before we get into the numbers for everybody that's on, if you're a guest on today and you want to learn more about our community and about a lot of the different things that Ines has talked about, the education, different things like that, we actually have right after today's property tour, we have an overview of our community and it kind of an introduction, and it really gets into a lot more details, and that's on a different Zoom link. So if you want to attend that, you want to jump on that, get back with who invited you. Shoot them a text and say, "Hey, I want to jump on that introduction or that overview that starts right after this property tour, right about 5 after the top of the hour," and they'll get you that link and get you connected. Um, so Nez, let's kind of talk a little bit about the numbers. I think it would be kind of really neat, like maybe do a property tour in a month or so at your new property, and then we can kind of show the finished product pictures of this one, and
yes.
because I can't wait to see the finished product. And but yeah, let me flip to the numbers here for people. A lot of people are asking about those, and let's see. I'm just taking a glance at a couple of the questions. Yeah, find a construction team. It's you just don't go out and hire the first construction or general contractor you find, it's all about, vetting that person, vetting that company or that contractor, getting references, maybe going to look at some of the work they're currently working on or that they've completed, maybe talk to a previous customer of theirs, those type of things. I mean, I know, you have social type media, you can look at Facebook, you can look at, Yelp, you can look at, Angie's List, Backdoor, you can go, there's all kinds of different tools out there, but sometimes just literally going to see what they're working on and visit them on their job site, and things like that. But Ines, I know, you've got a great team. They do fantastic work, and they're very timely, and they're just their amount of production they're able to get accomplished is something else. If you're saying you're going to be wrapped up in 2 weeks on this project, and you've got all the cabinets to put in, you've got the island, you got to finish the flooring, the electrical, the garage. That is just amazing, to be able to get that accomplished. I mean, the fact that you opened up the floor plan there and take that wall and put that LVL across there, the house may only be 1,100 or so, 1,200 square feet, but you made it feel a lot larger. And, by getting yourself a laundry room, by adding a half bath in there, you've added a lot of value. Somebody asked earlier, how many bedrooms? It's a 2-bedroom, one bath, and that's going to put an additional toilet, in there, and in the laundry room area, which will be nice for people. If you have somebody over and you don't want to go into the main bathroom, you can use that. So again, you got a great idea on the living space out there. You have that additional lot that I don't know if you've even thought about at some point subdividing, that you could literally build something on that other lot. I don't know if the numbers would speak to that, or if there's even any new construction in that area, that you can kind of tap off of that. But you have a lot of upside here, and I'm so, again, so excited for you. But let's go ahead and pull these numbers up. We're about 20 till the top of the hour. Let me do that real quick if I could. Okay. Ines, can you see the numbers on your phone?
Yes.
Okay. Can you kind of go through those with everybody?
Yes. So we purchased this property. Oh, actually, I got $2,000 back on that one. My roll number was 253. I purchased it for 253, but that's what I got at the beginning. I didn't change it because I still got 2,000 from my wholesaler. 2,000 discount on that number, but it's 2,000. It doesn't not make a huge difference, but yeah. My rehab cost is gonna be 35, and my money cost is 20K, and my holding cost is gonna be 4,000. Title fee is 4,000. It's a little less. That I like to round the numbers, and it's not gonna take 4,000 for my holding cost. And do you guys know what is the holding cost? I've been only owning this property a few weeks right now, so it's not gonna take me 4,000. And
Well, your holding costs, I guess you would put your utilities, your insurance, things like that in it, right?
exactly, yes.
Yeah, I
And
wouldn't imagine it's going to be 4,000 at all. You've really rounded these up to be very, very safe on your numbers.
exactly. And if you guys, as part of the community, whoever just really part of the community, you know these numbers are for 6 months. It's not for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It's for 6 months. So everything in this is for 6 months. So yeah. And so my after repair value is 350. Um, and
So
so yeah,
you based all your numbers on 6 months, and so that
exactly.
means does that also, besides holding costs, does that also affect your money cost? If you sell it a lot quicker, will your money costs go down?
Exactly, yes. The
Awesome.
money cost, holding cost is like the property. Remember when you called me 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks
Yes,
ago, when you told me if I came to a house and I said I don't have any house right now, and you say I just sold one. I told you I sold one in January 8th. That
right.
property we own it for 3 months. 3 months from the buying to the selling, 3 months. So yeah, we buy it, we fix it, we sold it. The total time that we own that property was 3 months. And so probably we spent 2000, probably or less than 2018 holding costs.
Absolutely. So yeah, so again, those are really solid numbers. I'm glad you shared with everybody that you did your budget based on 6 months. And you potentially, let's say that it takes you 3 weeks instead of 2 weeks. And I mean, you could have this thing closed and literally sold and closed in maybe 2 to 3 months from when you started the whole project.
Exactly, exactly.
That's
And
amazing.
yeah, and plus, I talked to my friend, the agent of the wholesaler. If I close this wall and make that into garage, the price increase a little bit more because without the garage, it's a different price. With the garage, is another. It add more value to the property with a garage.
Well, I would think so.
So
Absolutely.
so yeah, that's what we just decide to. Since the garage square feet is not including the 1,000 square foot because 1,200 square foot doesn't, it's just this part. It was not the garage was not included. So it's just like,
Right.
okay, might as well,
Right.
let's turn it back into a
And
garage.
and I also think that if you could do something and really make that an outdoor living space,
Oh
you
yeah,
could add more,
yeah, that's
you could
what
add
you
more
mean.
value to it. Because a lot of people really love their outdoor living spaces. That's very
Yes,
popular right now. And
yes.
I mean, a lot of the, like I'm building a house right now that I actually start digging next week and starting to put the foundation and everything in. And we're going to put two outdoor living spaces in on that property. And
Wow.
so yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, just look at your numbers, talk to your contractor, and look at what you guys can do, and and go from there. So, um, somebody asked about what money costs are. So, are you doing without getting any specifics or names or rates or anything like that, Ines? So, are you using private money on this? Are you using combination hard and private? What are you using to do this deal?
I use hard money lender and I use actually I use my private ones. It's my in-law and he wants to be a partner on this one. So yeah, I have a hard money lender and my partner brings the whole money, he brings everything. So he brings the 10% plus the rehab, and I haven't actually I did. The only money that I put on this property is the insurance because I'm the one who put everything together. I'm the one who has the knowledge to put everything together. So when it's time to put insurance, and I always put my car for insurance, my business car is not my personal car, my business car for insurance. So far, the only money I invest on this one is $300, which is the I pay monthly insurance too. I don't pay the 6 month. I pay monthly. So if I sell sooner, so I can save that money too. So
Well, that's awesome.
so yeah.
Well, well, again, we really appreciate great just looking at the comments here. We answered I think we answered pretty much everything. Um, she'll be Deborah asked if she'll be holding this or selling it. She's going to be selling it. You mentioned that you talked about HUD earlier, HUD, HUD. Uh, how did you get connected, or how did you get involved in finding out how to acquire HUD properties?
The hot properties.
Yes.
Oh, it was that unique. It was we need to do a house tour on it because this is so funny. I just found a property on the MLS, like a normal MLS. I saw that it was listing for 347, and then it went under contract. And I go, oh, it's a good property. And then I was watching the house, and then they unlisted. They were just they fell, right? It fell, and it came back to the market again for 290. And I told my agent, can you send an offer for 275 for this property? And he's like, okay, yeah. He sent the offer, but no answer. 2 weeks or 1 week went by, and I say, what do they say? Can you make my offer better? Like, can you make it 280 then and see what they have to say? And no answer. Like a week later, they lowered down the property for 249 with a couple hundreds. I don't remember exactly, but 249 something. And I called my agent, hey, what happened with the property? It's just now they changed the price. They lowered the price for 249. Can you send an offer immediately and see what's going on? Like I'm just asking price and close, no due diligence. Close like in 4 days, no due diligence. I'm like, okay. And then just we got the house for 250, and the after repair value is above 460. So
That's
it's just an MLS property, but what happened is the story behind what they didn't see, what they didn't accept my 275 offer, and they lowered down for 249 because this is an agency, government is an agency. They don't care. Whoever working for them, they don't care. So they didn't, in order for to buy this government property, the agent or whoever title company, they had to register with them. I don't know where. Don't ask me because I didn't do things. So I have my agent and he just tell me, okay, now we need this one. Now it's been a month. We under contract with them for a month, but it's worth it since I didn't ask the money since a month ago until that we're supposed to close yesterday, but now it's gonna be Monday. So it was a normal house, but my agent looked for more hot houses, and he couldn't find in Utah. Nothing. It was the only one.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, we'll definitely do a property tour on that. Uh, and like I said, we'll come back and you'll be able to show these pictures of this finished one too. That would be really nice. Well, and that's as we get toward the end of today of our property tour. If you'd like, I would really like for you to share with everybody maybe some final comments for people that are, looking at our community and considering getting involved in real estate, or maybe they've already done a deal, or maybe they have a rental property, but they want to take their business to another level and they want to really scale their business. Can you talk a little bit about, what you would like to leave everybody with today?
Yeah, so sometimes I was like my friend Alfredo, that one, the Alfredo. It's well, you need to listen his story too. I mean, it's amazing. He was praying for something different, for an opportunity, but he didn't know what was the something different. He was praying when I told him what I was doing. He has a good job. He was making good money, and then he cut the company that he works for. They cut their budget, whatever, and he ended up with no job.
Oh boy.
So, and one day he asked my husband, what did you guys do? Do you have something like I can help with anything because I need money from my family? And I go, what happened? You were really good for this big company. You guys know UPS company, but he works in the office. He started to do like, I don't know, software, something for that UPS company. And he ended up with no job. And I think he's on the line right now. I think he was on the line. So Alfredo Figueroa. So and then
He's on. He's commenting. He said he was
we
in
invite him.
engineering.
He is okay. So he was doing something that for this company, and so he found us, Renata's. We found that in the community. So he joined 2 months. It's amazing. His story is amazing. I just like it's It just show me if you're looking for an opportunity, you're praying God for opportunity. This is your opportunity. If you want a life change, this is your opportunity. You maybe, hopefully, one day, if we do the next house tour, that my partner in the next house that we're gonna make 6 DJ is Alfredo. So he's my partner on that deal. He started in this community. I saw him. He started studying, taking action. Like I saw his effort, and like, let's do this one together. So now he get money. He has 150K waiting for him to do to invest in a property. We had this property. We have another house under contract close to where we live. And so he gonna find another house where to live and rent his house. This is in 2 months. In 2 months. I mean, it is not for everybody, right? Every person has different results. So, but his story is unique. So it's amazing. So he just apply and get 60K credit card, zero interest for 1 year. So and he's gonna use some zero interest credit card to do our next property, to flip our next property that we're gonna sign Monday. It's amazing. And he still have more money based on our next deal. So if you're in this call today, you're not here because just because it's not a purpose. You've been asking for an opportunity. And this is just, don't let it go, because what happened in 1 year, 2 years, and 5 years, if you don't do something different, guess what? In 5 years, you're still gonna be in the same house and doing the same thing, looking for another job, looking for an opportunity. So opportunities come every day, but if you're ready for them, so as a Dr. Seuss, today is your day. Your mountain is waiting for you.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Inez, for taking out time today. I know you had a 45-minute drive to get there, and you brought a couple of your kids with you today. And so we really appreciate you very much. We look forward to seeing you out on your next property. Very excited to see that. Thank you for sharing everything today. And if you're on today, we look forward to seeing you back next week or the week after. And we do these every Saturday morning. So for everybody, have a great weekend, and we'll see everybody on the next tour. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.